Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel, Beauty on a Budget. My name is Heather and today is Monday, January 27th of 2025. So I want to get back into my weekly cleaning schedule. So I spend all day Friday actually coming up and creating my stuff. So I got a cleaning chart for Monday, a cleaning chart for Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. So I figure I can get my house cleaned in 4 days by breaking down what rooms I have in my house. So I have it written down in one spot here, so I'm just going to keep flipping through all my pages. Shoot, I thought I had this open. I guess I didn't. Okay. I think I did, and then I closed it before I started my video. Okay. So my areas of my house, I've got my living room, master bedroom, kitchen, main bathroom, a spare bedroom, my daughter's bedroom, the basement bathroom, a laundry room, a utility room, pantry, the walk-in closet in the basement, my front entrance, my main area of my basement, the garage, and then 2 stairways. So I've kind of got things kind of laid out, kind of just walking through my house, just kind of writing down every room by room. So I was working on a cleaning chart. So today is Monday. So I kind of wrote my front entrance, the hallway, and the 2 stairways as one chunk. Then I have the spare bedroom and the kitchen. So I'm kind of cleaning my, for Mondays, kind of focusing on 3 areas, even though it's like 7 places. 6? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 6 areas, but I got it broken down into 3. It just makes it seem like there's less to do. One is, like I said, it's the front entrance, the hallway, and the 2 stairways. So I'm going to say the hallway and the stairways is nothing. There's like, in the hallway, I do have a closet, and upstairs there is a closet. So those 2 are stuff I'd have to organize, probably not weekly, maybe like once a month, like the linen closet upstairs, and then the one outside the bathroom. I kind of have that one kind of, I can work on that one 2 different days during the week. Because I've got, like, when I do my bathrooms, that hall closet down here is kind of like part of the bathroom, but it's in the hallway. So it's just kind of how I've got things, kind of just trying to figure out the easiest way to organize my house for cleaning. And then, like I said, there's not a lot. So like the hallway and the 2 stairways, it's just vacuuming and mopping. And then my front entrance is very small. There's not really much there. Again, it is just another closet. And then, of course, the spare bedroom. Right now, there's nothing to do up there. I still have a few boxes of things that I have to go through. And then when I bring up some of the clothes from the basement that aren't mine, I'll be hanging them upstairs in that spare bedroom closet. So there's not really anything in the spare bedroom for me to do. So I figure if I put those few things, kind of lump them together on one day, then there's not really, you know, it feels like I've done a lot of work, or on paper it looks like I've cleaned a lot of my house. Otherwise, putting those few things with other areas just didn't quite seem to fit. And then my main thing I'll be working on Mondays is cleaning my kitchen. So my kitchen is like the kitchen and a dining room kind of in one. And again, it's, you know, I'm looking at it, it's like it's really small. There's not a lot to it. And then Tuesdays cleaning, I've got both the bathrooms, the master bedroom. I'm calling it my walk-in closet. So that's my little closet for my clothes down in the basement. And then because I'm cleaning the bathrooms and the bedroom, I'll also be doing laundry on that day. And then Wednesdays, I wrote down the living room and the pantry, and also more laundry, just because when I do my living room, I've got the blankets and pillows that we keep in the living room, and I love to wash them on the days I clean the living room. So I guess I've got like 2 days where I'm going to be doing laundry, which I kind of like having 2 days to do laundry, because I can't say the number of times when you're doing, especially bedding, that, you know, you look, say, oh, I only have like 2 loads of bedding, but they're the 2 that take the longest to wash and the longest to dry. And so sometimes I find I actually do need 2 days to do laundry. And so I love having my laundry like on the 2 days back to back like that. And then Thursdays I have broke down, I'll clean my laundry room, the utility room, and then the main area of the basement. So basically I've got like Thursday I'll be doing the basement. But today, like I said, today's Monday, but I do have to get down there and work on my basement, and I've got to get stuff done. But I was going through this book, and I said, so far I really enjoyed doing this weekly self-care stuff. I'm not a big journaling person, and I don't really follow this type of stuff. But this one I found was just, I kind of like it. And so it's also, scripture based. So you've got like, everyone's got a little Bible verse, and I kind of like that to start, every week with you reading the Bible. Although I figured out that I find it best to do this on a Friday. I try to do these on Mondays, and I can't get into this on a Monday morning. I find Friday morning, I can actually sit down a little bit easier. I don't know, just my mind's more focused Friday mornings to sit down and work on things like this. So week 1 was just going through, and it's like, write down the ways that you care for your body each week, and then where do you see room for improvement. Then week 2 is what does your body need today? Which of your needs are you most guilty of ignoring? And then are there any new routines you can put into place to address those? So I kind of like that. So week 1, week 2 is kind of looking at yourself and figuring out what you do for yourself, how can you work on yourself. And then we hit week 3, and it says, questions, I'm not going to read everything, but the basic questions are like, how do you feel when everything is clean versus when your home or space is messy? And then it says, plan a weekly or monthly cleaning schedule to help stay on top of things. And I thought, that's just where I am right now. We've hit the beginning of January, and I want to get into this weekly cleaning, meal prep, and everything like I used to do. Kind of got sidetracked with renovating and selling that house, and now we moved in here, and we're in middle of renovation still here. So it's kind of hard to really want to do a cleaning every day. If there's guys walking through your house, cutting drywall, cutting things, painting, everything's just kind of a mess. Couldn't use my kitchen for a while. Hard to want to do meal planning when you don't have access to a kitchen. But, this really kind of got me, going through this and really focusing and making up these lists. And then so this would be on Friday, week 4. And it says, it really says, do you consider yourself to be organized? Yes or no? And then which rooms or space should you start to get your stuff under control? And then write down a plan to get your home organized. And I'm like, that's exactly where I was. So like I said, last Friday, I guess I kind of missed 2 weeks ago. So I kind of did weeks 3 and 4 both on Friday. And they just kind of really go together. And so that really got me. So Friday, all day, I was working on this. I didn't get everything fully finished. I mean, you can see my printing if I've got it figured out, mostly, versus my printing when I'm just kind of writing down my ideas. My printing is not as neat when I'm writing things kind of fast, or I'm just giving myself just little points, things that I need to consider doing. Stuff like this. When I write out a chart like this, and then I write stuff here, and then I've got arrows pointing where they're going to go on the chart. Things like that, figuring stuff out. But today is Monday, so I'm going to start my cleaning. So I'm sitting here in my kitchen. Right now I'm going to see my cat's food and water dish will move back here for a couple days because the guys were doing the windows. And I just feel like I'm going to lose my voice. But okay, so today is Monday. So like I said, I'm going to be doing my front entrance, the hallway, and the stairways. So like I said, the 2 stairways is just a vacuum and mop. And I just thought it was the best thing to put them on the Monday. Same with the spare bedroom. That way I get the front entrance, the spare bedroom, the hallway, and the stairways all mopped and vacuumed at the beginning of the week. You know, there's nothing really to do. The front entrance, I've got to clean the windows, the doors, the litter box, the garbage, and then just organize this closet here, making sure everything is neat and tidy. And I could say from where I'm sitting right now, there's a few things that are there that need to get, you know, the garbage needs to get taken out. Got empty pop bottles sitting there ready to go out. You know, who wants to take pop bottles out, you know, like after 11 o'clock at night? You just set them by the front door. And when you go out the front door, right now that's where our container is. They will be getting moved by the back door in the spring. Right now our cans are kind of buried in ice and snow right now. So that's kind of where they got set. That's kind of where they're going to get, you know, till the spring. And then I'm going to be moving the garbage bins around. I don't mind them being there. The guys were doing construction, renovations. They were using this front door. It made sense. But once the stuff is done, I don't want my garbage bin sitting in the front yard anymore. I want them out the back by the garage. So then the spare bedroom, again, I've broke down dust and polish furniture, clean windows and mirrors, vacuum and mop. Now, right now, there is nothing for me to do up there. I already did that 2 weeks ago. I did a big clean up there. There's not a lot for me to do. But it's mostly just my kitchen. And I just want to start the beginning of the week with just a nice clean kitchen. So my kitchen is cleaning out my fridge, clean the stove and the oven, the microwave, sink, counters, clean and polish the table and chairs, clean my windows, vacuum and mop. And so like I said, there's not really a lot to do today. It just seems like a lot. But I will just walk through and show you what my kitchen kind of looks like at the moment. And it's not going to take long to do this because not really much stuff in my way. Okay, so the front entrance, like I said, there's shoes that need to get put away. Like I said, those are just empty bottles that have to get out. I got to do the litter box. The recycling box is full. Just up here, there's just a few things. Like that's actually mostly organized. I did that the other day, so I don't really think there's much to really do. In here, oops, it's still kind of organized. I do see, well, I did laundry. I can't even open this right this second, but I did laundry and I washed the cover for my steam vac. And all I did was threw it in there because I couldn't get, I was lazy, so I threw it in there. But here's my kitchen. So again, the cat's food and water dishes, we moved back to the living room. I'm going to move the table kind of where I wanted to have it sitting. You know, they just did the windows last week. So this week, there's no trim around my windows right now. Come across here. There's not really much. You know, my stove needs to be cleaned. These appliances need to get put away where they go. And I do want to organize this out today just because there's just a mix of food and dishes that just need to get done. I don't know if I'll get to it today. But my freezer is still organized. There's nothing really to clean there. And then my fridge. It looks all clean and organized. I mean, I guess I can wash these shelves. They need to be, just take everything out and wipe the shelves off. I guess that's all I have left to do in there. There's not really much to clean. So that is what I will be cleaning today. So I guess I'm going to start with the entrance. I guess I'll do the bottles, garbage, and the litter box. And then I'll be back as I get everything else done. Okay, so I got the front entrance done. I've emptied and washed out the garbage. I've emptied and washed out the litter box. I've got everything up here straightened. Everything over here is all straightened. I do want to get a different container for the litter and the bird food. Just something that would look a lot nicer sitting in this closet here. And then into the kitchen, I actually flipped the chairs and the bench around. I'm just wondering if it gives me more room or less room. I just haven't quite decided. They're a little crooked. I just got to straighten everything out. And then I did grab my nice pink lace tablecloth. So I'm going to put this one out. It just kind of makes everything look so much nicer, ready for spring. So I'm just going to work on that. So I pulled this out, so I've swept under here really good. I haven't mopped. I'll mop later tonight. My whole main floor. And then as for my kitchen, I will be doing the counters next. Now there's a lot of stuff that should be on my counters, and currently they're sitting over here by the TV and my computer. And that's because they're still doing the windows. So I'm not going to move that stuff today. I'm just going to leave it in the living room. I know it's kind of in my way in the living room, but I'm just going to leave it there for now because I don't know. They're supposed to come back tomorrow, and then I don't know when our windows are getting framed. So I just don't feel like moving a lot of stuff to only have to remove it in the next couple of days. But yeah, so I guess I'm just going to finish the kitchen table, and then I can get to the stove and the counters. And I say my oven is clean. I just recently cleaned it, and I don't really think it's been used. And then as I say that, a big chunk of burnt stuff falls from somewhere. It does happen. But they do look pretty clean inside. So I'm not going to clean the inside of my ovens this week. But I will definitely do the outside, and then same in my microwave. It's, clean, so I don't need to do the inside of my microwave. So I'll just gonna wipe down the outside of my appliances and do the counters. And then I will be back because I think that will all be, I'll be finished then. So I got my table set up, and I kind of quickly washed my counters off. And then I did bring a few of the items I said I wasn't going to bring back on my counter. I brought out these out because these are stuff I do use on a almost daily basis. So it's really hard having them in the living room. I still have to clean the top of my cook stove. But that's okay. And I did wipe out the inside of my stove quickly. Just because I didn't use the cleaner, but I just kind of took the damp soapy cloth and just kind of went over it. I just got a little cloth thing, whatever, little piece of the cloth stuck in these little grill things. It does happen. I just have to wipe the outside of my microwave, and I just have to wipe off the outside of my fridge. But other than that, I think I've got my kitchen done. My front entrance is done. I just got to put a few things away. And like I said, the hallway is fine. The spare bedroom I did last week, so I don't have to do that. So all I basically have left is just to mop and my floors. I guess sweep. Well, I already swept, so I guess just have to mop my floors, and that's all I have left to do on the main floor for today's cleaning. So I'll be back as soon as I get everything else kind of straightened out. I've also decided that when I get the pantry done, hopefully by the end of this week, I'm actually going to move my spices down into the pantry. These food items here have to get moved down to the pantry right away too. And I'm deciding what to do with my knife blocks. I haven't decided if I'm going to keep them up here or if I'm going to find a cupboard to put them in, or I might just take them down to the pantry as well. But that is where I've got so far. And then I do want to clean this cupboard out today. So as my next thing is, I guess I'll start taking all of these random things out and figure out where they are going to go. The other cupboard, I think, see, this one's, yeah, that one is full of cups and stuff. This one I will have to go through because there's some food items in here, and I don't want my food items in my cupboard. I want all the food items to be in the pantry. But I'm going to start with under here first. So I'll be back when I start taking everything out from there. Right, so I got all under here cleared out. All I have to do is now just get the vacuum and vacuum this out, wipe out these shelves. And then under there I had some like KitchenAid attachments, which I do want to keep in here. Then there's also food. So all the food related items I'm going to take down to the pantry. It's just what was left from doing my Christmas baking. And I got like different coffees and teas, but this is for my Keurig machine, which I actually have set up downstairs, or I plan on actually now having it set up upstairs. Same with these containers. I'm just going to pack these. There's a set of 3. I'm going to put them back under here. Of course, I need my colander under there. And then this I also got for Christmas, and it was one of those items that kind of got moved. It's just such a skinny little box. Move stuff over without knocking everything over. So I got this for Christmas. So it's a digital kitchen scale, but it's a dual platform. I just forget. So it's got the 2 sides. So it does like larger quantities and smaller quantities. So the large platform is a 15-pound capacity or 6.8 kilogram. And then the small platform goes up to 16 ounces or 500 grams, but this also has the ultra fine. So it goes up by 0.01 gram or by 0.001 ounce. And it was the same price as a regular scale. Now the scale I was looking at actually has a larger capacity. It went to like 30 pounds, but it didn't do some of the smaller stuff. And I'm like, well, there's no point in getting a scale. Yes, it can go up to 30 pounds, but I actually honestly don't think I actually deal with measurements where I'm going to use 30 pounds worth of food. But this one here, knowing that I can have this one and it just does like in the small ounces or the grams, that would definitely be something I would use. So I decided I liked this one. I haven't even opened it yet. Not since I got it. So I'm leaving it in the box until I'm actually ready to do some baking with it. So I'm just gonna go grab the vacuum, which I believe is still upstairs in my daughter's room. I'm gonna put the KitchenAid stuff back in here on the bottom shelf. And then, like I said, I need these containers. I'm gonna pack them so this one here is actually in here because they all kind of store together. And then I got my colander has to go in there, and then I've got my set of mixing bowls that have to go in there. So I will be back when I get this done and all of this food put away. All right, I got everything in here that I needed to and a couple extra things. So I got my toaster in here, which is one thing I want to keep in here. For now, I also got my skillet in here. I do need a new skillet. This one's kind of breaking on me. And got some rust starting, and I don't know where my animals are. I don't know what that is. They're on the stairs. But so then I got my mixing bowls up there. And then on the lower level, I've got this coffee grinder, which I'm going to have set up when I get my little office area set up upstairs. And I got all my KitchenAid items all there. My meat grinder still in the box. The other couple things are just all loose here. And then my digital scale is back there. And then my set of kitchen, or the fridge, was it fruit and vegetable little containers are sitting there. I've got them all 3 are now together, all nesting where they're supposed to be. So I've got this all neat and organized. I did vacuum. I didn't wipe it out. It does need to be clean. It does need a good washing. Just don't really think I have time for that right now. In order to get in there good, I got to take this door off. And I just don't feel like taking doors off at this moment. But I got that cupboard done. If I can stand up. Here we go. So now I've got my kitchen all neat and organized. I've got these 2 marble items. This is my cheese slicer, and this is just the little, can't remember what they're called. little dome on the plate. I know the word, I just cannot think of the word this second. Those I got to put on the counter. I moved them out of my way for Christmas, so they were under in the pantry or in the little corner cupboard. And then I just took all the coffee I found, I just put it all up in this cupboard up here until I get a chance to organize that. So I do want to get to these upper cupboards tomorrow. I'm just looking at the clock. If you want to see, it is like 6:15 at night. So I think I've done about as much as I can get done tonight. I just got to put these couple of items on the other counter. I got to put my vacuum away. And like I said, I didn't get to mopping today, but you know, it's one of those things when you're working, you know, getting things organized. It does take time to get everything done. So all this is all neat and organized. I did go through all this earlier, like recently, so this cupboard here was kind of organized. I do want to put the litter in a nicer container, same with the bird seed. They will sit in this closet on this side, but I just want something that looks a little bit nicer, a little bit neater than the open, especially the cat litter. Just a nicer container, easier to pour out of. And my little blue box is sitting in that little corner there. So this is done. Like I said, so my kitchen is basically done. You know, I've got a few things on the floor, but other than that, I think I've got my kitchen all done. And I do love my table in this spot. My daughter asked me if I was taking up more room or less room. And I said, it is the same amount of room. The only thing is, I don't know why, but this table now sits further this way or a little bit closer. So you have a little bit, you know, a little tighter to walk between the counter and not by much. And I think we'll just probably get used to it. But I love the table sitting out here. It's more centered to the table. You know, table's more centered with the light. And then, oh, sorry, puppy, I'm tripping over my animals. And then when I get my curtains hung up next week, or hopefully this week, but by next week, I should have all my curtains hung up. And then when the curtains are hung, I won't have to worry about the table being so close to the curtains, because I do have, I kind of know which curtains I'm going to be using. So the guys will be here tomorrow to finish up, so they will be doing that window and getting a new door as well. So that's the new bay window. So yes, you can see we're almost finished renovations. Okay, so I'm going to end my video here. Thank you so much to everybody who's subscribing to my channels and watching my videos, and I will see you in the next ones. Bye.